What's going on, fellas, and welcome back to the Sid Plus channel, where today I'm gonna be playing, oh my gosh, the longest race in the game. And let me tell you about how outrageous of a thing this is for me to do. My progress on this early access version of the game will not carry on to the main game. So I am playing this early, just for the early access video, to have to play it again. All for you, the viewer. So if that doesn't deserve a subscribe, I don't know what does. Let's find the longest race in the game. Oh wait, it's nowhere on the map because it's actually in the activity menu only. Special events. The biggest challenge ever organized by Motorfest. A 1-hour time attack. That will take you through the festival's most iconic spots. It's a marathon that spans the entire Hawaiian archipelago. Only the greatest champions will make it to the finish line. Now, when they say the entire Hawaiian archipelago, that gets me worried that they're not going to add any more Hawaiian islands, like the one in the top left. That gets me a little worried. But this also confirms a brand new car, the Ferrari 250 GTO, which you just have to finish the race to get. But then you also have a further award for finishing it in 58 minutes. You get a unique title. But also, this event, just playing it, costs you $2 million just to play it. Confirm the purchase of $2 million. The transaction cannot be cancelled once complete. Hold to buy. There we go. And play. I wonder if all of them are going to be like that. If all special events are going to be ticketed. Like, you have to pay to get into them. Also, what a slow car to pick for this. The crew. What are you doing? Oh. Here we go. Oh, right outside the festival? It seems we're starting. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh, gosh. Buckle up, fellas. It's going to be a lot of yapping and a lot of focusing, actually, because this is a time attack. I can fail this event. Well, I don't know if there was a beat the time or whatever, but I won't get the unique title, which I do actually quite want. Wait, actually, do I want it? This won't go on my main version of the game. I'll stream it. I might stream this when it's on the main version of the game. So far, though, what an interesting car to pick. The 250 GTO. You'd think they'd go, like the A110. They did just add the A110. Someone's excited. They did just add the A110. They could have made it the A110. But, no, instead it's this car, which I think is like a multi-million-dollar car. So I guess it makes sense that they put it as this exclusive thing. I'm curious what else they could do for special events, though. Because this seems like they've gone to the extreme straight away, you know? But I guess, what differentiates a special event? Because we've also got the Maui tour, right? How is the Maui tour not a special event? I guess special events don't have challenges and a custom mode? Wait, are we not going to have a custom mode? Are we not going to be able to play this in any configuration we want? That would actually be a bit of a shame. I don't know if I'd be up for that. Oh! No, focus. Oh my gosh. My word, sorry, I forgot that I'm leaving most of this in, and I just started zoning out like, oh, you know, I'll wait till the next clip that's actually recorded. But no, I actually have to focus for most of this. It does feel good to be back on the crew. And it feels good to be playing an event that's, like, out there. Like this. Obviously, this event is kind of supposed to be like, the New York. Sorry, I'm adjusting my air conditioning. We're currently in the middle of a heat wave in the UK. So I'm making sure my air conditioning is hitting me directly. There we go. This event is the New York of the Crew Motorfest. It's the event that goes across the entire map. Which, if you don't know what New York was, in the Crew 2, there was an event that was the most iconic event in the game, the longest event in the game. It went all the way across the map, over and over. It was the most speedrun event. Over. People would go directly to it. There was like a niche community of people who would just speedrun that event. And this event feels like it's done that times 10. Right? We're now in the city as well. We've made it here. Obviously, this city, you know, I take it for granted, I think. Then again, now we got Tokyo in Forza. This city is still way more, like, intricately detailed, like, place to place. In Tokyo, you're only allowed basically on the roads, whereas here you can go in between the buildings a lot more. Whereas if you go in between the buildings in Tokyo, you see how bugged they are. But, no, I take the city for granted. But it feels like they jumped. Like, they went way too far too quick. New York is like a 30-minute event for an average player. And then like 24 minutes for the best of the best players. This feels to the absolute extreme. And I'm also worried, especially because this is an hour rather than being 30 minutes. I'm also a little worried that this event isn't going to be as hype. Now, hear me out. It is the longest event in the entire game. It's an hour event. It warns you of that. Oh, here we go. Landing back into the city. That is an iconic jump, to be fair. People do that a lot. It's in some playlists, too. It's in the Grand Race as well. But people play New York, and it had such a strong community because it was really shortcuttable. Like, it was crazy shortcuttable. Whereas this event isn't. Right, this is a weird thing it's making me do. It's basically making me explore the entire city. Oh my gosh! Is that what it's gonna do? Is it? Like, we're turning around here. Oh, this is a sick area to show the general player, I will say. But I just, like, racing this. There's checkpoints everywhere. Everywhere. This frankly is too many checkpoints. Like, okay. Hopefully, there's another event. I get it. I almost get it. Because this isn't New York. New York was still a race. This is an exploration. It's a time attack. But it's supposed to take you around all... Basically, by the looks of it, anything. Absolutely anything. A developer went, oh, this will be kind of fun. And you have to go through it. All these alleyways, little jumps that go into, like, going out to jump into an area you were already in. That's the point of this. So there does have to be rigid checkpoints leading you into those areas that they want to show you. Hopefully, a different special event is... Whoa! What did I just do? Oh my gosh. Hopefully, a different special event is just... Oh, over into the airport. They removed some railings there for us to break. Instead, they were already gone. Oh, this is weird. Hopefully, there's an event that's just a race across the map with only, like... If it's a race from the bottom right to the top left of the map, give it only... Gosh, let's say 10 checkpoints. Maybe 13, 15. And then let the general audience find shortcuts. Oh, we're in Pearl Harbor currently. Yes, like the Pearl Harbor. This is Pearl Harbor. Oh, bit technical of a section here. There we go. It's interesting about Motorfest is that they in the Crew 2, they actually removed a military base from the Crew 2. In this game, they actually upped the military presence by a lot, which I guess you'd have to if it's Hawaii, right? Because one military base in America is whatever. But, oh gosh. Okay. And I've only just realized that traffic is on for this. Is this a shortcut? Whoa, look at that. That's probably not a shortcut. You could probably take a line better if you just took it. It's probably a grass cut. You probably cut it like ever so slightly, not like I did. But military presence on Hawaii is clearly just a lot higher. Okay, don't cut me off. Thank you. I know this city. Are we going to do the full tour of Oahu and then the full tour of Maui? Are we going to go on Hoonigan Island? Is Kahi'olawi, is that right? Is Kaho, I think it is, the Creator Island, is that going to be in this? The NASCAR Island? I wonder. I guess it would have to be, right? Oh, that kind of makes me sad, man. You know why? Because this makes me feel like they're not going to do any more map expansions. I'm actually kind of worried. Oh, no. I'm actually kind of worried. All right. Going through the docks. Obviously, the docks are used in a bunch of different events. Most notably, recently, the NASCAR playlist that just went. Oh, gosh. Hold. Thank you. There we go. We are going on to Hoonigan Island. Nice. Okay, so they're showcasing even the smallest little bits of the island. Even though Hoonigan Island, gosh, that feels like from a different time. That feels like it was from a different game, a different decade, if anything. But no, we are going to go on Hoonigan Island. It's going to be a bit of whiplash, racing through just regular areas and then now being in the stunt park, but that's just what Motorfest is. I'm really worried. I am really worried that this makes me feel like there's not going to be any more map expansions. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Let's do some stunting. Are we actually going to go on around the stunt areas? Gosh, the Hoonigan playlist, that really feels like we had no idea what we were in for. Because the Hoonigan update was the first update where it was like, oh, this is, yeah, this is solid. Because Motorfest was pretty hype when it released, but then the first year of Motorfest, it kind of dipped drastically. Like, the hype, just because we realized that, oh, the first two updates were the launch update and the first update were the only updates that are going to be 3 months. The rest of them are all 4 months, and one playlist can't carry 4 months. But then they did add a second playlist, and it was Volume 2 of the Drift playlist, which was one of the most, I think to this day, is still one of the most bare bones playlists in the entire game. It is literally the minimum of what a playlist should be. It's, I guess, got challenges. It's got a very small gimmick that isn't really great. It's drifting around obstacles, like machines that'll destroy you, which is like a little too goofy. It's only in the last 2 events, basically. The Drift playlist during the Hoonigan update was just not great. And it made us realize that, like, oh, like, it's going to be 4 months worth of updates, but even if we get a second update, it's going to be pretty bare bones. And then it got worse somehow, because then we went into the Hollywood Action update, which I'm surprised we didn't go through the theater in the city. That, I would have thought, is a iconic location for us to drive through, but I guess not. But the Hollywood Action update was a 4-month update. The first update to be 4 months long. And there was only one playlist through the whole update. And I was in denial. I was like, there's no way. Like, you know, they got Shmee, Black Panther, Steer Online, that dude in blue. I get that they're in the main stage, but they're gonna be in the playlist too. Right? And they weren't. They were not. Oh, is there going to be corner cutting here? No, they've specifically disallowed corner cutting by putting the checkpoints on the very... Oh, gosh dang it, the crew. But then, what was the third update? Gosh, I barely remember. Was it Lowrider vs. Donk? It might have been. Which, did that have a second? I think that had Off-Road Volume 2. I need to brush up on my crew knowledge, truly. But yeah, I think that had Off-Road Volume 2. Am I completely wrong there? Was Lowrider vs. Donk a Year 2 playlist? Or was it Year 1? I want to say Year 1, but that one was actually great, because the playlist was really full. It had a lot of stuff. The 4 months still felt a little excruciating. But then it led into the map expansion update, where we got 2 playlists, the Japanese playlist, the police playlist. We got the Maui tour halfway through, which was a nice little boost, which I'm surprised they're not doing with this one. Like, I get that the playlists are only 3 months, but you could still spread the stuff out a little bit. Wait, no, that's what the main playlist is for. And the main playlist doesn't drop day 1, so I guess it makes sense to not have this be dropped later. It makes sense to give the players this to start with. I can see that. Where are we heading now? This place I basically only know from Grand Race routes. And I think maybe the Electric Odyssey playlist goes through here? But here we are, the volcano. Always reminds me of one of my first ever videos on Motorfest. The early access. I got Motorfest early access like 3 months before the game released, and I got to drive around the entire map. So I did a video driving around the entire map. And the volcano was the thumbnail, as well as one of the major bits of that video. So, bro, this is a nostalgia trip. This video is gonna end up being like Motorfest the podcast. It's basically gonna be me recapping most of Motorfest. Now, we talked a lot about the first year of the game. We're gonna have to wait till we get to Maui to talk about the second year, because a lot of this is still gonna be year 1 stuff. Oahu got full quick. I still can't believe when they add new playlists, they still add many events on Oahu sometimes, which is wild to me. I'm like, fellas, Oahu is full enough. You can move on to the next thing now. Also, interesting to take us around this way. I wonder if we're going to double back and do the top left of the map, because if we're going around this way, we're kind of cutting through. We can't check the map, so I can't see like you can in Forza during an event. But I know that we were at the left side of Oahu, and we're cutting towards the full right side. I will say, it's kind of nice to think about year 1 and how upset I was with the game in year 1, because it makes me appreciate how happy I am with the game now, and the place that the game is at now. Because it's so much better than it was. And look, I may not have been fair on the game. At some points, I think a lot of what I had to say was criticism, but I'm British. I may have been a dick about it at some points, criticizing the game in that first year. But it's because I really want the game to be good, and I just noticed so many things that just weren't great. I still have criticisms about the game. I still think the main stage Legacy is one of my favorite modes in the entire game, only almost perfect, because they don't give you the rest of the rewards that were in that main stage, and I forget what the other thing I wanted them to do was, but like, giving it, the main stage Legacy could also bring back the main stage challenges, the unique challenges that were in the main stage, that update. It's an idea, as well as a main stage Legacy bundle, voice lines, but that's kind of Summit related. But, yeah, I really appreciate a lot of what Motorfest does, but I still have big criticisms for it. I still have different things that I think they should do that I'm actually going to keep my lips sealed about, because I'd rather tell them that the things I want them to do directly, so that they're more likely to do them. So that there's a higher chance that they'll actually consider doing them. Ooh, here we go. Okay, we are not top right of the map. We are still very top left. Okay, we left a way I didn't realize. Over here. Oh my gosh, the nostalgia that I just got. Where we just drove past was like the first ever broken method in the entire game. The speed trap method. One of the first patches they ever had to do was making it so speed traps didn't, or all open world PR stunts didn't give you rewards. Oh, they only gave you rewards like once every 30 minutes. That kind of stuff. That was one of the first things they ever did. Oh, and that was right there. It was, you'd go through it, you'd get hit by the escape, and then you'd go, and you'd rewind and go through it again. And I did that in, like, every single vehicle. Ooh. Does this look different to you, or is that just me? Have I not played it in long enough? Maybe my car's just small. I think I'm just in a very small car. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I still have criticisms for Motorfest, but, like, it's in a much better place. And they actually did a lot of the stuff I've been wishing they would do for so long. A lot of that stuff started happening. And what's a shame is that kind of started happening when I started becoming more of a Forza creator. But look, that's what Sid Plus is for. That's what this second channel is for. Is for keeping up, being able to make crew content, being able to make any racing game content. I want Sid Plus to be its own channel. In fact, I'm considering renaming it because Sid Plus just sounds too much like a second channel. I want it to sound like a proper its own channel, because playing racing games just on my own, new stuff, guides, just enjoying stuff, breaking games, that kind of stuff, I still enjoy that in its own right. And thanks to producer Timothy, you know, helping me out, I'm able to do a lot of stuff on this, on any racing game. And I can still run the main channel at the same time, which is crazy. The amount I've been doing, bro, I got so many channels. I am everywhere. Okay. Now we're in the top city, which I'm surprised we're not driving through any of the lowrider donk locations. I guess they're not focusing on update. Like here, we could have driven one road further down and driven through lowrider donk. But I guess this race isn't about taking us back through the playlists. It's about taking us back through the, just general, what's it called? The general map. The iconic locations on the map, not the history of the game, so to speak. But the Lowrider Donk, that must have been season... No, Lowrider Donk was season 4. In my head, I can picture the artwork for Lowrider Donk, and it was season 4. So what was season 3? Season 2 was Hoonigan. Oh, right, season 1 was the launch season. So there was 4 seasons in year 1, and then year 5 started season, year 2 was season 5, which was the Maui update, which was the Maui tour, the police playlist, the year 2 pass, all of that kind of stuff. And then in that update we had police, Red Bull, Ferrari, and then this year we've had, technically we delayed the island. So what was it before? What was the first update of year 3? After Ferrari, before NASCAR. Oh my gosh, I have no clue. That's crazy. My ability to remember Motorfest stuff is getting really bad, but you know, it'll slowly improve. Was it European Luxury? No, that was part of the Ferrari update. Ferrari wasn't year 3, was it? Because I remember Ferrari being after Red Bull. I might have to stop and look this up. I'm that offended that I can't remember this. There's one update I'm missing that I just cannot for the life of me picture in my head. NASCAR? Ferrari? What was the Crew Motorfest season 6? That's what I have to look up. Crew Motorfest season 7, I think it was. No, that was Ferrari. Oh, Ferrari was year 3. Season 6 was Red Bull. Season 5 was the Maui tour. Was Red Bull year 3? Season 8? Street racing. Right, the street racing update started. Oh, we're coming to nighttime now. Oh my gosh, we're probably gonna go through like, yeah, we're gonna notice the night cycle. It's an hour event, and the day-night cycle in this game is an hour long. Oh, wait, is this the top right of the map? I think it is. Yes, that's the island. No, we're at the top of the map. Yeah, that's the island that I want them to add. Please, the crew, just one last island expansion. Because if they add that island over there, we will then have, in this game, every single Hawaiian island except for the island of Hawaii, which is like all of them combined. So it makes sense why they wouldn't add the island of Hawaii. It's a bit too much. Oh, we are not top left. We are top right, I want to say. What? Where is this? Are we back in the place we just left? Yeah, we're back in the town we just left. Holy moly, the amount of doubling back in this event. My gosh. I can't believe that I forgot about the street racing playlist. This year, so last year 2 was Maui, Red Bull, Ferrari. this year was street racing, NASCAR, RC cars, Island expansion, and then Alpine. No, the late show, I guess, would technically be the theme of this update. I guess? Yeah, it's spread across the whole update, so only makes sense. So the Motorfest has made a lot of progress, and I think they still, even now, even to right now, even with Horizon 6, I think Motorfest do the festival theme better than Forza. Every week feels like something new. Every week feels like, hey, there's something new going on at a car festival. Now, I don't think they use the festival location to its fullest. I still don't like the tent. I think that the main festival location is good. It's alright. But, like, it could do with a bit of stuff that, like, Forza does, where they put, like, the car for that month or week on display. I think that would go a long way for Motorfest. Maybe whatever the current week is, you know how, like, in events, the current week's theme will be everywhere. I think they could do that for, like, the open world as well. At least just at the festival. Not everywhere, just at the festival. But I still think Motorfest does that festival theming way better. I think the summit is better than the seasonal. I think the main stage is better than the seasonal. Or the festival playlist or whatever. I would stick to that. I think the main stage Legacy is better than Backstage or whatever it is. Does Forza even have a version of the main stage Legacy where you can actually replay whatever the weekly theme was? I don't think so, right? Because the weeks aren't unique enough. In Motorfest, it was like, you know, they're putting in all this effort with the summit. They're making unique events. And they're uniquely designed and rooted and fully custom. So, it'd be a shame to see them not be brought back and in the game permanently. Motorfest does that. Motorfest does FOMO better than Forza still, like by far. There's a lot of things Motorfest still does better than Forza Horizon 6, and that's surprising, honestly. And that's why I think Motorfest will always have a place on this channel. It'll always have videos coming out on updates on the main channel. I'll always come back for a hide and seek. I'll always come back for a sick camo. All of that kind of stuff. Okay, let's, now we're finally leaving this sort of, how do I even describe it? Like center? Left and top of the map area? I think we're finally going over to the right of the map. We are 40% of the way through. And we're still on Oahu. Oh my gosh. We still got all of Maui to traverse. And I'm running out of things to talk about, frankly. Like, I literally yesterday, on the Lego channel, I did I did like a basically podcast style while I was building the car. I was talking about stuff. And I feel like I've talked about all the kind of things I would want to talk about right now. All of the, and that's too in-depth stuff anyway. I was talking about like my mindset and like my work ethic and stuff like that. No, we're here to talk about the crew. This is the crew podcast. The crew cast, if you will. Hey, look, the crew. If you want me to do a podcast like you did that Red Bull podcast, I'll be there. I'll be in universe, talking on a Motorfest podcast. And glazing the Alpine A110, obviously. And it would be the second Motorfest podcast to be filmed out of Milton Keynes. Because the Red Bull Playlist podcast was also filmed in Milton Keynes, and I live in Milton Keynes. So, it would be, Milton Keynes would be the hub of Motorfest podcasts. This area, I think, is decently iconic. A lot of races that they use a lot go through here. There's an Escape here. The Electric Odyssey playlist goes through here. A lot of Grand Race routes go through here. So I know this place a fair bit. We're not going out that way. We're going south again? I guess there was a lot on this right side we haven't explored. We're gonna traverse the whole right side, top to bottom? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what my dream role would be if I ever did work for Motorfest? It would be voicing the summit. Right? That would be my dream role. It would only have to be, because I think the summit could do with 2 events being voiced. You don't have to voice every event. I just think 2 different events should be voiced, and they should be the events that end up in the main stage legacy. Oh gosh. So, I think that it should be who I can easily play, like, just some kind of enthusiastic, like, car-focused guy. Just like someone who's just telling you about the current week, you know? Just explaining what's the going-ons of the current week in the summit. Talking about either the car that it's focused on, the theme that it's focused on, the brand that it's focused on. I'd do that for no cost. I got some professional mic equipment back there too. And if it's only 2 events, it just has to be the first event and whichever other events in the main stage legacy. Because then the main stage legacy ends up being a fully voice-acted feature then. It might be too late in the game to do that now. I'd still be up for it. And then obviously you get guests to voice some, like when it's the Red Bull playlist and stuff and it's Robbie Madison or whatever. Or The Archivist and that kind of stuff. I mean, we had Kara voice a playlist recently. I've been begging for playlists being voiced, and we had Kara voice a playlist. So again, oh sorry, a summit. So I'd be happy with that. I need a water break. I am parched talking this much as well. My gosh. Holy moly. Doing this in a heat wave, by the way. That's for you, viewer. Alright. We are going down the full right side of the map right now, but I don't trust it. Because we weren't ever in the top. We're not going on that tiny little island? That makes no sense. Why aren't we going on that tiny little island? Unless we're going to double back. Are we on our way to Maui now? Is that what's going on? It might be. It might be. I am very surprised we didn't go on that island. I would have assumed we would have. Oh, gosh. There we go. Okay. Oh, hold. Thank you. But, yeah, that would be my dream run. If I was ever to do that kind of thing. If I wasn't going to do, like, a Sid Waj update or a Sid Waj playlist or whatever, it would be that. Or a Sid Waj summit. Hey, look, I'd take a summit. I would take a summit with open arms. Absolutely. Hold. Are we on track, by the way? 45%, 30 minutes. Doesn't feel like we're on track. Unless the Maui section is a lot more straights. We're gonna go on the racetrack? Okay, we definitely are going on to Maui after this. 100%. Oh gosh, there we go. Interesting making us do a loop of the racetrack. We never got another racetrack in Motorfest. That always surprised me. No, oh, wait, I'm completely wrong. We got the NASCAR track. I used to think it was surprising that we never got another racetrack. I thought Maui would have had a racetrack. But it's nice that the NASCAR track came around and gave us another racetrack. It's just a shame they don't use it much. Like, whenever they want to do a racetrack event, they still come back to this one instead of the NASCAR track. I wonder if that's a NASCAR license thing. Like, only NASCAR events can be in the NASCAR stadium? There's actually a big chance of that, because there'll be NASCAR assets everywhere in the event. But just using the NASCAR track like it's just another racetrack, I think that would have been nice. You know, Motorfest to me, you know what Motorfest is to me? To me, now this is one of the things. To me, Motorfest is like the dream game to pick up 10 years from now. When Motorfest gets an offline mode, and there's no more Grand Race and no more Demolition Royale, or they made AI, racing AI versions of the Grand Race and Demo Royale. There's no more summits, but they're all in the main stage legacy. There's no more main stages. Like, picking up Motorfest in 10 years, in 20 years, is going to be, like, one of the most bang for your buck games ever. Like, the way they've done this, where it is the playlist and stuff. A playlist might not be enough for 4 months of content. But my gosh, when you have 4-5 years worth of content in a game, and the fact that every bit of content they add feels like it's been there since the start of the game, which is crazy, by the way. Like, that level of like, you can pick up in the game right now, grind out money, and do the street racing playlist straight away. Obviously, there'll be stuff like the year 2, year 3, year 4 pass, all of that kind of thing. I hope, in the end, they sell, like, a cheap bundle that has the year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 pass in it. Oh, is it Maui time? Are we going back into the city? Oh, no. Okay. We're going on the racetrack island first. Yes. Okay, the race creator island first. That makes more sense. But, like, yeah, Motorfest is going to be a dream game once that happens. Like, offline mode, every single week theme that the game ever had is available in the main stage legacy. Every single one. Every summit event and theme is available in the main stage legacy. Every single rare car, they don't have to do what Forza did and get to 2 months away from the next game and then go, okay, here's every single rare car. I mean, come on, man. And then having the playlist just, like, infinitely loop. How long's that gonna happen, right? How long is the play? Isn't there, like, an offline playlist? So I guess eventually you're gonna have to play the generic offline playlist in Forza. And to get backstage passes and stuff like that. Whereas in Motorfest, they're already there. In the Prestige ticket shop, already there as a progression system. One thing, the crew, don't be silly. If this game goes offline, you better make sure that the Grand Race, if it's in an AI Grand Race mode, you're still able to do all the rotation is enough to do every single challenge that's in the playlist that requires the Grand Race or Demolition Royale. Same goes with if you don't make an AI version of those races, that you change or remove those challenges. The crew, don't be silly. Don't be silly. I'm looking at you, Nissan 350Z in the crew 2, that for some reason is a car that you can never get. For some reason. Okay, here we are. We're on the, Race Creator Island. Finally. Which, to be fair, there isn't a lot of exploring this island. So, this is nice if it wasn't half an hour into an event. Because there's only really one event that goes around this Race Creator Island. So, you know, it's not as hype. But I will say, I stand by that. I stand by, like, Motorfest will be one of the best racing car games you can pick up in a little while. Especially as they confirmed that there will be an offline mode for this game, you know? Oh gosh. This is really weird. I don't like this. How long are we going to stay on this island? Not long, I hope, because I'm not too much of a fan of Goofy. I prefer more serious. But things like the Hoonigan Island, the Maui expansion, all the playlists being there. The fact, you know what oh, no, I was about to give away one of those ideas that I think that I think is too good of an idea that I'd rather tell them directly than say it in a video and risk it never happening. So, let me keep that one to myself. Ooh, we're going on this cool bit. Are we going to drive around the NASCAR stadium as well? I mean, that would completely disprove my whole, other events you can't be in the NASCAR, stadium theory. But, like, you know, I mean, like, events that would have, like, a completely different theme, you know? This event is just, like, a really generic event, so it makes sense. We are going into the NASCAR playlist. I can barely see the yellow line going into the NASCAR playlist. Am I gonna make this time? I don't know if I'm gonna hit the timer for this, exclusive thing. It's unlikely. I'm also having to check my front door. I've got packages being delivered, and here I am playing the crew for an hour straight. Okay, hang on. Let me check my phone, viewer. Make sure I'm not, missing anything here. We're expecting, we'll be in touch. It's out for delivery. Nice. Okay. Let's hope it doesn't get delivered while I'm stuck playing an hour-long event. Let me double check that I actually have the storage space on my computer for this, by the way. Because, oh my gosh, is this full on? We don't. Okay, glad I checked. Let me get some stuff deleted. Let's delete this. Boom. Boom. And there's no way I go more storage than that. So I should be good. I think I can delete that. Don't mind me, viewer, just giving you some idle speak while I'm basically doing like corporate talk. I'm doing like the just figuring this out. Okay. Yeah. I shouldn't need to delete anymore. I'm not gonna record 100 gigs more of footage. Here we go. Going into the NASCAR stadium. Are we gonna do an actual loop, or are we just gonna go into the infield? It does look like we're doing okay, not a full loop, but it looks like we're doing most of a loop. Okay, weird direction here. Very weird direction. Oh my gosh. I am kind of upset that this doesn't seem like it's gonna be a really shortcuttable or speedrunnable event. Because I get that, like, yeah, technically you'll still be able to speedrun it because there'll be a leaderboard and it'll just be drive better. But that's just not what made New York iconic, man. It wasn't about I mean, it was okay. It was partially about driving better. You definitely had to drive good for parts of New York. But a lot of New York was just hitting those shortcuts perfectly. And you might not like shortcuts, but you're the odd one out there. Because in New York, that was the thing that made New York exciting, was getting those perfect cuts. It was really the only race like that. The only other one was like Luttrell's Car Part 1. Yeah, Part 1. And that's what made those events special. Oh, we're already leaving. Okay. We were not in the NASCAR stadium for long at all. And now it's Maui time. We got 40% of this race to explore Maui. Wait, would you have been screwed if you went underneath? No, okay, you would have come back up by the other checkpoint. That would have been a crazy scam. Crazy, crazy scam. There we go. Beautiful. And let's make our way back to... over to Maui, I guess. See where it's going to take us. Probably the city. I wonder if it'll take us past the new, the Late Show set. Oh, it's taking us south first? Interesting. So I guess we'll go up the volcano, for sure. I guess there isn't as much iconic stuff in Maui, which is a bit of a shame to say. But, like, there's the volcano, the city, the lake near the city, and the area that we just drove past that we'll probably be in again for a little bit. I can't really think of much else. I guess there's 2 other cities. Did we go to every city in the Oahu section? I don't know if we went to the city in the right of the map. We might have done. I just don't remember if we did. Oh gosh. No! That was a clean line. There are so many checkpoints on this, man. There's no shortcuts. If I don't get 58 minutes, I wonder how close I'll be to 58 minutes. So it'll be a very casual run if I'm close at all. Which will mean that, like, anyone should be able to make this. If I can make this while having to talk the entire time, you can make this while locked in, you know? Oh my gosh! It was right on the perfect racing line, man. Ooh, highway. I did say that there was a big chance. I'd say the highway is kind of iconic on Maui. Like, Maui is the highway of this map, really. There's a highway on Oahu, but it's just not the Maui highway. That's all. But now against the volcano. We're definitely going to go through one of the cities, the one that's right here. And then there's one in the, like, right, and then one in the top left-ish, I guess. Something like that. Let's make sure we get this. Oh. I remember thinking, I still think that Maui was dropped before it was finished. Because if you don't remember, this city, this town, was nothing like it is now. I wonder if it even existed. It was either nothing like it is, or like barely what it is now. The hotel wasn't there. There was like a bunch of like placeholder stuff, if anything. But it wasn't just like, oh, they added a city. Oh, okay, we're about to get to the bit that's going to help me talk about what I'm about to talk about. Let's head around here. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. There we go. This area that I'm in right now looked exactly like this shape, but with no buildings, no nothing. It literally just came out here and did this weird road design for no reason. This road design only makes sense if it's a suburban housing area. But like, or suburban house area. But like, it makes no sense if it's just a random layout of road, which is what it was originally. Okay. So yeah, and they did that with a few things. I think they did like 3 different updates where they added stuff. There was also like some hotel or something up to the top left of Maui that wasn't there at launch and was added later. And if you look at that area before they added it, it was just weirdly flat rock. Like it's a hotel kind of high up on some like a rock, but before the hotel was there, it was just a really weirdly flat rock. So it seems like they knew something was going to be there. They just didn't finish it in time, and they had to ship Maui early. Oh, honestly, sometimes makes me think that Maui was going to be a year 2 thing, and then with Motorfest not doing great in that first year, that they then made Maui the first year update. But then there's the concept artwork for Maui, which I think confirmed that it was planned from the start. So, likely a year 1 thing. But definitely a crazy thing to do that soon into the game. Well, you know, could have been worse. Could have been Test Drive Unlimited that dropped an island expansion like the first month, I think? Oh, okay, technically so did the crew, but Hoonigan Island wasn't Ibiza. Like, Ibiza was like a proper done thing. Well, no, Ibiza wasn't even a done thing. There's only the city in Ibiza. Should have waited and done the whole of Ibiza. Test Drive made some weird decisions, man. Honestly, playing a lot more Forza and a lot more well, not more Test Drive, but Test Drive having come out makes me appreciate the decisions of the crew a lot more sometimes. Ibiza was weird. Ibiza was very weird. But I will say, the crew, I really hope you're not done adding expansions. Just 1 more. The game just needs 1 more, and it's that top left island. Please. Obviously, we won't know for, like, probably 3 to 6 months from now. Because I don't think they're going to add it in the first update of year 4? Yeah, year 4. Which is going to be right after this Alpine update. And I think they would add it in the second update of year 4. But I wonder, man. I wonder with this new update roster. Oh, sorry. There's going to be 4 updates a year. Wait. What if that was a smart way of delaying an island expansion? And they add a new island in the 3rd update. Right in the middle of year 4. Which would be, what is this one? July, August, September. Then the next update, start of year 4, will be October, November, December. January, February. This is where I think they could add the island expansion. January, February, March. But what if instead it's added... Isn't March around the time this was added? I'm not sure. The other expansion? Maybe March, April, May, June. That update, the April, May, June update, there's a chance... What the? Did the Red Bull ring just go missing? What? I was gonna say maybe it's because they didn't want Red Bull branding on the... Whoa, why is there no railings here? I was gonna say it's maybe because they didn't want the Red Bull branding in this event. But no, there's Red Bull branding everywhere else. Why did the ring just go missing? That was so weird. Huh. Who knows? Who knows? Oh gosh. Oh yeah, the Red Bull area. We are driving around here. Okay, see, now we're driving around the Red Bull area, which makes it a little weirder that we didn't drive around the Lowrider vs. Donk area or the theater. This event could have gone through every update, but it didn't, weirdly. Which I don't know. I guess we don't know if we're going to go through the late show update either, which is obviously top left of the map. Oh, and just above the city is the street racing update too. So there's all of that to discover. Oh gosh. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Now, on our way down the mountain going southwards? No, going never east. We're going east? Okay, my guess would be we're going to go east and then loop around the bottom of the map. Or we already checked out the city that's at the left of the map. We might... Isn't there a city at the bottom of the map? I'd be surprised if we didn't go look at the city at the bottom of the map. That's my only thinking. That's why I think we'll go to the bottom of the map. There was also a city on the right of the map that only got added... Well, not even a city, like a really small town that got added, again, later. Part of my theory that Maui was a little unfinished when they came around to adding it to the game. And then obviously they did all this festival stuff that they added everywhere, which I'm still uncertain on. I wish you could turn it off, frankly, but that's neither here nor there. I guess I kind of get it. Stuff like that, that stuff specifically is kind of weird. And the drone shows are fine unless you zoom into them, at which point they're just glowing dots. I get that they're supposed to look like a drone show, but when you zoom in, it's just a glowing dot. I wish that it was like a PNG of a drone, right? Like it actually looked like a drone. It doesn't have to be a high-quality PNG. Literally just like a very, very small PNG of a drone with the light dot on it. But, I don't know, it feels a bit too video gamey. It feels a bit too, like, it rips me out of the experience. We have 10 minutes left. Oh, God. We have 10 minutes left to get the higher award. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this one of the hardest cars to get in the game? It might be. I guess there's prestige ticket cars. I wonder, could you get the hardest prestige ticket car in the same amount of time, in a quicker amount of time than it takes to do this event? Oh, that would be an interesting test. So buying the event, but okay, it depends if you're counting the money grinding, because getting 2 million credits is no small feat. So I think if you counted the money grinding, it would actually probably be close. If you grinded prestige tickets only using the... Like, if it was a fresh account, brand new account for both things. You started a new account, did the European Luxury playlist, got yourself 1 million credits, then... Gosh, where would be the best place to do it? Probably be best to do it on, like... Don't you have to do 3 playlists to get the summit? Because I was going to say you could instantly jump to the summit. Maybe the grand race? Like then straight, as soon as you've done the Europe playlist, do the grand race. And then buy this playlist, a special event, and then do the special event. In that time, could you then, after that... Oh, no, on a fresh account, you'd have to do the playlists to unlock it first, the custom mode. Maybe prestige ticket cars are harder than this thing still. Because credits aren't too difficult in this game. Not really at all. Hey, we are getting to that South City. I knew it. And now we'll go up around the right, go through that very small town, explore the main city, and end... I don't know where we'll end. I wonder if we'll end back on Oahu. I guess that's likely. Here we go, the small city down here. Very nice. Oh gosh. Oh! Okay, I'm fine. I survived. Hold. Thank you. Oh. What just happened there? This was one of my go-to thumbnail cities, because there's a nice pink tree somewhere here. There it is. We're about to cycle. Cycle? Oh my god. Cycle? There's the pink tree. It looks nice. Oh gosh. Okay, we're alright. We're alive. Hold. Thank you. There we go. Very technical section. I guess we could do this. Gosh, doing the whole race like this would be quite the task. Alright, now over to the right side of the map. I remember the Red Bull update. I mean, we already drove past the Red Bull update, but the Red Bull update was nice. It was nice enough. It started to seem fun. It was right after the Maui update, right? It did feel like it had a bit of missing potential, but Maui, Red Bull, then Ferrari, that was quite the stretch. That was quite the stretch of good updates. Oh, are we going to drive through all of the waterfall area? Gosh, I feel like I'm doing the Maui tour event. Okay. Hold, thank you. Bro, we've only got 6 minutes left to do 20%? When you replay this event, you must be able to, like, max the car out. There's no way people are making 58 minutes in the stock car, right? I think I saw people have 58 minutes, though. I think I saw people have 56. I guess I'll find out after this. Because if they want you to play the event at least twice, like, there's not even a chance you can get the car on your first playthrough, that would be wild, honestly. If there wasn't a single way you could get it on your first playthrough. Oh gosh. There we go, we're fine. I've been standing up too long. Been recording for like 3 hours. No, not 3 hours, like 2 hours. My feet are starting to kill. And I've talked so much about Motorfest now. I've actually gotten to a point where I can't think of much else I want to say about it. Other than the fact that, like, that I'm really worried that this means no more island expansions, because they go the whole Hawaiian archipelago. It makes me think they're not going to do any more expansions, and the game's getting to end of life. I mean, Forza Horizon 6 is going to have been really rough on the game, and the next game only got greenlit, gosh, I want to say only a year ago. I barely remember when that was so long ago now. Yeah, the next crew game. I remember when the news broke that it had been greenlit. And that feels like ages ago. Pre-Sid Plus era, for sure. Okay, we're coming up on 4 minutes left. But yeah, I mean, if a full game would realistically need... Gosh, I want to say, they said Motorfest was in development for 5 years. And the next game, I think, started development like a year or 2 in. So we should still have like 3 more years of Motorfest? Gosh. It made me feel like, I was about to say it feels like Motorfest is coming to an end, but it couldn't be. Not if again the next game is that far out. And they're increasing output, right? A playlist every 3 months? I guess technically sometimes they add 2 playlists, so technically that was 1 playlist every 2 months, so maybe this is a cheeky way of slowing down output, actually, in reality, but it doesn't feel like it. Oh, was this always this design? I don't remember this design being here. That must be a tunnel I do not go through often. We're at the north end of the map? We are. We couldn't be. We haven't gone through Maui yet. Oh, no. Okay, Maui has hips, and we are at the north side of the hips. Now we're gonna go through the waist up to the city. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Here's the little town that I was talking about. Quite like this town. It was added late, but it's nice. I like it. Oh gosh. Okay, and hold. Thank you. There we go. this is... When are we getting to the city? Are we going to go through the airport? I'd assume we would, right? We've got 5 minutes left, by the way. Oh, God. We got 5 minutes left. We're going to go through the airport, which would be the Chase Squad update, which, gosh, that one was a bit controversial. Mostly just because, like, you know, it was nice to have police, but, like, it was so close. They were so close on that update. They just had to not make it that weird cats and dogs theme. But I wonder if that was on purpose. I mean, they even said in the playlist, there's a voice line where they go, "Don't worry, by the way, this is all a Motorfest fantasy." Which, that sucks. But that's just car licenses, you know? What can you do? But we obviously, and I wonder if the cats and dogs theme was part of that to make it a bit more brand friendly instead of it actually just being, hey, we're a police force taking down illegal racers. I mean, same with Monkey's Kitchen. Thankfully, the Monkey's Kitchen stuff was kind of avoidable. It wasn't as bad as the cats and dog stuff. The racing, street racing stuff. And they did unique stuff for that, like the playlist event starts being posters rather than actual events. And they actually made that one feel like it was outside of the festival, which is how street racing should be done, which is nice. Obviously, we're going to come up to that playlist probably during this event, unless it takes us down. We've still not gone into the city of Maui yet? Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're going to go into the lake first. And then head around into the city of Maui. My gosh, I've got 2 recordings after this. Like, and those are, like, full-on, like, main channel recordings. My brain is gonna be mush by the end of this day, but gotta keep working. Oh, and we have we're about to not get the exclusive title, which is outrageous, by the way, because there's absolutely no way that I could have gotten it with this car being this slow. Can we do this event in any car after this? I hope so. I hope it's not just this car but maxed out. That would suck. Big time. Oh gosh. Going in for the wall rat. I don't think I've been driving that bad. Like, I've had a few mess ups, but I don't think I've been driving that bad. I mean, I've got no traction control on, which I didn't realize. That wasn't supposed to be the case. I was definitely supposed to have traction control on, but that would only make me faster, really. I only play sport because I'm, well, bad at the game. ESP off is the only one that really matters. Just means I can take turns quicker. Because TCS isn't going to be slowing me down. Is this the lake? No. Oh, we're coming up on it, though. Okay. If we go towards the right on the lake, yeah. We'll explore the city, then probably go exit the city out towards the street racing playlist. Go around the top, which will drive us past the Motorfest Lake Show. And then over to Oahu for the finish line, I think. We didn't go up Diamond Head, the big mountain. So that does surprise me. That we didn't end up... Oh, gosh. And... Uh-oh. There we go. Gosh, that almost went terribly. We survived, though. And that's why this is... Oh, my gosh, it's actually going to be more than an hour. We're going north? When are we exploring the city, man? I think I just kind of wanted to get it done with. I know that the city's like one of the last landmarks left to do here. So I'm just kind of like, yep, take me to the city so that I can be done with it. Starving, dude. I haven't had lunch. I didn't expect to be recording this long. I didn't expect to be talking this long. Like a bozo. Oh, gosh. No, I'm okay. I'm safe. I wonder what they'll do for Motorfest from now. I wonder what we'll get. I wonder what... Oh! I was looking away, but I've already lost the time that I needed, so it's whatever. I hope we get some cool updates in this next, like, 2 years or whatever. Because, okay, you know what? If they're actually not going to add another island expansion, I would be baffled because Forza Horizon 6. Forza Horizon 6 is out, and they are going to add 2 island expansions. Yes, not in the same world as the main island, which sucks because Motorfest does it like that, and Motorfest does it for free. But that would suck if we didn't get Motorfest island expansion, especially given Forza Horizon 6. Like, you think this is the time they would, like, lock in and go, okay, we kind of got to. You know, give the players, like, a really fresh thing. And the fact that the other island is right there. It's on the map, just like Maui used to be. Maui used to be just in the distance, and then they added it, and then the Kauai at the top left is just in the distance, and they still haven't added it. We got a different island. I'd be baffled. Obviously, it's a lot of work, so I do get it. It's a lot of work to add an island. But we did get, Molokai and Lanai, which in real life are full-on islands, but instead they got turned into the Race Creator Island. I guess the festival went and decimated anyone who lived there. The festival went there and said, no, we're kicking all of you guys out, we're flattening this, we're adding a bunch of grass. So that's what happened to Molokai and Lanai. A bit of a shame that they got wasted like that. But that makes me think they want to have all the Hawaiian Islands on the map in one way or another. Even if Molokai and Lanai got done dirty. It'd be nice to have... Oh. You know what could save Molokai and Lanai? Is if one of the Race Creator presets doesn't have a flying track. It doesn't have, like, hovering tracks. It has on-the-ground, road painting. Not painting, but you get what I mean. Like, it's like a track, but, like, it actually attaches to the floor instead of attaching to the grid. Same with the street and Toge assets. If those city buildings just attached to the land rather than still being floating assets, gosh, that would save Molokai and Lanai. And, oh my gosh, and then if they let people make them just open world things instead of, like, a race, like, they just added drift events to the Race Creator. So it'd be sick to get a Race Creator version that is kind of like Maui-style city and stuff, instead of the tall building city that we have in Toge and Street and Toge. And, oh, we're finally entering the Maui city, by the way. Oh, I didn't know that little cut there existed, probably for the street racing playlist. But that would be sick if we could actually turn those islands into something, you know? Like, people could design cities and stuff. But by actually having the roads on the floor, on the grass, that would 100% save Molokai and Lanai for me. And it would justify them being wasted. Because I gotta be honest, they were wasted. Like, this is one of those situations where I'm critiquing Motorfest. Look, the Race Creator, great. Why did you have to waste Molokai and Lanai like that? They're not even used. I don't know if I've seen a single race actually use the ground, the surface, the floor of Molokai and Lanai. Instead, those two Hawaiian islands are just like grass assets. They might as well be in the distance. It's crazy that you can even reach them in the open world, and they're not only in the Race Creator, because then you get to see just how desolate they are. That's a shame. Like, that's actually a shame. I wish that, like, imagine if they were like the Forza estate, where they added a Race Creator pack, where you could design them, and it stayed that design in the open world. Okay, sure, just make it, like, not load until you're very, very close. I'm sure the player would understand. That'd be sick. That'd be a cool way of doing it. Your own, like, customized islands, basically. And it would absolutely outdo Forza. Like, Forza's estate is sick. It would outdo Forza's estate in the blink of an eye. Like, Forza's estate wouldn't come close to having 2 entire Hawaiian islands customized how you want. And then some players could customize them to actually be miniature versions of the real-world islands. Again, this is with the roads being painted on the floor, not floating roads. Please and thank you, the crew. But if they did that, that would be golden. Oh my gosh, they would get a glowing review from me. Oh, the crew, that idea is all yours. On the house, the crew. Oh, here we go. Into the airport. Oh, the ending. The finish line. Oh my gosh. What? Okay. Well, we did it. Thank you so much for watching. Well, I'll do that afterwards. There we go. We ended the Maui airport. An hour 5. And now we've got some stuff to test. Yeah, no, right. I shouldn't have ended the video because I've got some stuff to test. Okay. Let's head out of this. We only had to finish the event, right? Like, we'll own the Ferrari to... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was sick. Okay. We got it, yeah. And now if I hit play... Can I customize it? Oh, you can switch parts onto it now. That's how people are getting... And you still have to use that car? You still can only use the Ferrari? Oh, oh gosh. Ouch. My word. Okay. Yep. There's only 2 rewards. There we go. That was the longest event in all of Motorfest. Thank you so much for watching. That's going to be about it from me in a bit. Oh my word.